We are addicted to drinking our urine, and I have not drank water for years now. On an average day, I probably drink between a half gallon and a gallon, so maybe 3 quarts of pee a day.
It smells like buttery popcorn. Each day I'm consuming about a half gallon of fresh urine.
Ration our shampoo and body wash. I just pour, we run out, everybody's out of luck, so everybody's really good about rationing. I've insulated this window with newspapers, keeps the light out, helps with heating and cooling, and saves me if I'm on the toilet and I need something, all I gotta do is lift this window and there's me some more toilet paper.
Can you believe she actually does this? Stephanie grabs lint from the dryer to skip buying cotton swabs, cleverly using it to remove nail polish and even dab on her makeup. She defends her choice with the logic that the lint is as clean as a whistle, straight out of the wash. This makeshift beauty hack really shows how she's gaming the system of household economics. And if you think that's crafty, just wait till you see her take on showers.
I'm gonna save this. I collect lint from the dryer, first off because it's clean. Secondly, I don't have to buy cotton swabs. So I use it to remove my nail polish.
Prepare to be astonished once more. In their home, showers are a lightning-fast affair, as Stephanie's husband explains their Navy showers designed to save every drop of water. His frustration is palpable. He'd love nothing more than a proper wash. This peek into their daily life highlights just how deeply Stephanie's saving strategy cuts into everyday comfort. Stick around. The next bit is even more jaw-dropping.
It's just ridiculous, but I do it because I love Stephanie, so.
In our house, we have what we call Navy showers.
I'm not allowed to take long showers because Stephanie wants to save water for the water bill. I go in, turn water on, rinse my body off.
You're not going to believe this next one. Stephanie, in her ultimate wisdom, reuses her cooking water, proudly declaring it a bit chunky, but a champion move for cutting down on her water bill. Her stubbornness to change the water despite nudges from others just goes to show her iron will to save a buck. The upcoming grocery store adventure really takes the cake, or should we say, the beef?
This is my reusable boiling water. Yes, I know it may be a little chunky, but it saves me from spending more money on my water bill by cutting on the water and putting more water in the pot, dumping it, and then doing it all over again. So that saves my water. Lunchtime. Come on, let's eat.
When are you gonna change that water?
I'll change it in due time. Just don't rush me, because the more you ask me that, the longer I have to keep it.
Get ready for a grocery twist that's a real head turner. At the store, Stephanie cuts corners by mixing beef fat with a minimal amount of ground beef for her lasagna, slashing meat costs by a whopping 75%. This clever maneuver at the butcher's counter is all about getting the most bang for her buck. Don't go anywhere. Her next culinary caper involves a dishwasher, and you won't want to miss it.
I'm going to stretch out the beef by adding the rest of this, or whatever's left from this, to stretch it out for the lasagna.
Next up, a cooking technique that might just redefine multitasking. Stephanie seals her lasagna tightly to toss it in the dishwasher. Yes, you heard that right. Using the steam cycle to cook it through without a single flicker of her oven's gas flame. She proudly claims she can whip up everything from fish to lasagna this way, turning appliance efficiency into an art form. Keep watching, because her dishwasher delights are about to get even more ingenious.
I thought it was very embarrassing, very people like, what the heck? She's pretty cheap.
I get the utmost satisfaction being the cheapskate that I am. It's for me and my family, not anybody else. I don't care what nobody says. It was the Stephanie way, and the Stephanie way is the better way.
Can you even imagine? Melanie reveals that they use the swimming pool water to clean dishes, conserving water and energy. This unusual method is part of their strategy to save money, highlighting their extreme thriftiness. They believe these savings, although not making them millionaires, significantly contribute to their financial goals. Buckle up, because what comes next is just as wild.
In the summertime, when the kids are playing outside in the pool, we can utilize that afterwards to help clean our dishes. We save money on the water bill. We save save money on the electric bill. Are we gonna become millionaires off of it? Not per se, but it's gonna help us to be able to allocate that money towards a better purpose.
That's what I call thinking outside the box. Sean has created an innovative solution for their broken pots and pans by using a wrench as a handle with duct tape for safety. This DIY fix demonstrates their reluctance to purchase new items, preferring instead to adapt and overcome with materials at hand. Melanie appreciates this approach despite its unconventional appearance. You're not going to want to miss what they pull off next.
We'll make use with what we have. That's our lifestyle, that's our way. Our pots and pans broke, the handles broke off, and instead of going out and buying brand new pots and pans, Sean made this wrench that doubles as a handle, and the duct tape protects my hands from burning. All right, kids, bacon's ready.
Seriously, who does that? Over a decade of frugality and home improvement has saved the O'Briens $30,000. They live with minimal furniture, which they claim costs around $50, avoiding expenses that could go up to tens of thousands. This scene underscores their commitment to extreme savings at the expense of comfort. Hang on, because it gets even more outrageous.
This is where we spend most of our time, in the living room. As you can see, we've got very sparse furniture. Living room furniture can cost up to $10,000, $20,000, depending on what kind you're buying. Ours costs maybe $50.
Did that just happen? When their shower head broke, Sean replaced it with a homemade version using a soda bottle, which Melanie finds unsightly but functional. This makeshift solution exemplifies their approach to household repairs, focusing on cost over aesthetics and Melanie's mixed feelings about their extreme saving measures. The next segment is a doozy, so get ready.
A few months ago, our shower head broke, and Sean came up with a great way to fix it. For the price of a soda bottle, he rigged it up to the shower head and just poked holes in there, and now we have a brand new shower head. This kind of is an eyesore, but it works, and I appreciate it.
Guess what's next in their saga? Contemplating selling their home, the O'Briens face the reality that they need to make long-avoided renovations to market it effectively. This realization is a pivotal moment, highlighting the tension between their saving habits and the demands of real-world transactions. Gear up, the saga continues with even more jaw-dropping moments.
Our realtor is going to come over and give us an assessment and evaluate what we need to do before we actually put our house on the market.
Here's the yard.
Okay.
Watch you step, apparently.
Yeah.
Our fence is a little piecemealed together.
You won't believe this carpet caper. Sean inquires about the cheapest carpet replacement options, aiming to spend as little as possible while preparing their home for sale. This interaction reveals their stringent budgeting and Sean's unconventional request to patch the carpet rather than replace it, emphasizing their unique approach to finances. Fasten your seatbelt, because there's more thrifty action ahead.
We would love to replace the carpet completely. We don't want to spend a whole lot of money on the upgrade, but we really want to sell the house. We're very motivated to sell.
Joe, Sean O'Brien.
Good to meet you, sir.
Hey, Joe.
This is my wife,
Melanie.
Melanie.
Good to
Nice
meet you, Melanie. So looking at 1,000 square feet, in something like this piece of carpet here, we'd probably be looking at about a $4,000 budget.
Ready for a quick furniture flip? The O'Briens decide to borrow furniture from a neighbor to stage their home for an open house, showcasing their reluctance to invest in new furnishings. This moment highlights their resourcefulness and the social dynamics of their thrifty lifestyle. Keep watching. What happens next is even more astonishing.
It's a hell of a day for a carpet man today.
With the help of their neighbor, they're hoping to stage the area for free.
No. We had a quick favor we wanted to ask of you. Could we borrow your furniture for the open house?
Ever seen a carpet patchwork? Instead of professional carpet replacement, Sean installs 2.0 samples himself. Despite their efforts, the patches do not match the original carpet, which Melanie acknowledges. This scene captures their DIY ethos and the limitations of their extreme saving strategies. Next up, their patchwork approach faces the ultimate test.
Honey!
Well, it looks pretty much even, but the carpet is totally different color. I mean, you did a great job, but it just doesn't match.
Right. We knew it wasn't gonna 100% match.
We are so excited now that we made these changes. It's good. Center it with the couch. Perfect.
Curious to see the buyer's reaction? Hosting their own open house to save on realtor fees, the O'Briens encounter skepticism from potential buyers who notice the patched carpet and worry about other hidden issues. This feedback reflects the broader challenges and perceptions they face due to their unconventional living standards. Stay tuned. The climax of their open house saga is something you have to see to believe.
The good news is we're in Texas, in Dallas. We're in a good market. There's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna look at it and say, I like it.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a great night. I think the happiness lasts longer when you know that you've really tried to save and spend your money well in a quality way.
We appreciate it, but we're gonna keep looking.
The newer something is, the quicker it gets old.
It's true.
Can you even? Nick rolls in, casually dropping that he's been off water and on a urine-only drinking regime for years. Aubrey hops on the confession train with her intro, and they both proudly admit to their out-there addiction to drinking their own urine, chugging about a half-gallon each day. And you thought your diet was quirky. Stick around, it escalates.
My name is Nick,
Cheers. My name is Aubrey.
and we are addicted to drinking our urine. And I have not drank water for years now.
Each day I'm consuming about a half gallon of fresh urine. Smells like buttery popcorn.
Never in a million years would I think that I would have a son that would be drinking his own urine.
All right, get this. Their pee smells like buttery popcorn, straight from the cinema concession stand, or so Nick claims. Meanwhile, Nick's mom is all kinds of shocked, never imagining her son would become a headline for his pee-sipping habits. They gear up for a urine shower next, likening it to a high. Just when you think you've heard it all, there's more.
It almost feels like a drug.
Nick, come on!
I gotta wash down the burger with something.
So why are you doing this?
Get a load of this guy. Nick brands himself a natural lifestyle enthusiast, which apparently includes everything from barefoot park jaunts to dodging conventional beauty products. He's all about embracing what nature and his body provides, linking his earthy habits directly to his thirst for urine. Trust me, you'll want to see what's next.
I consider myself a natural lifestyle enthusiast. I eat natural things that come from nature. I sleep on the ground. I surf, jump off high things into water.
I don't use any makeup unless it's a very special occasion, and I am very minimal with the materials I wear on my body.
So here's the daily lowdown. Nick guzzles between a half gallon and a full gallon of his own brand daily. He swears it's more satisfying than water, sweet even. Describing the buzz it gives him, he claims it lights him up better than a morning coffee. Hang tight. They're about to dive deeper into the pee pool.
On an average day, I probably drink between a half gallon and a gallon, so maybe 3 quarts of pee a day.
Each day I'm consuming about a half gallon of fresh urine.
I no longer drink water, and I have not drank water for years now.
Mind-boggler incoming. Nick ticks off a list of urine-drinking perks: hydration hero, digestion dynamo, and a nutrient ninja. He's not just drinking it though, he's also slathering it on cuts, using it as a facial, and even gargling it like it's mouthwash. Next up, they take the pee craze to sunny new heights.
The main benefits that I would describe for drinking your urine are hydration. Number 2 that I noticed was severely improved digestion. The third one is retaining nutrients. Most of the nutrients from the food that you eat are coming out in your urine, and they're not actually going into your body.
I use it for my skincare routines, and if I have a scrape, a cut, any opened, exposed wound, I'll always use urine topically for that.
This part is wild. After a globe-trotting stint in places like the Dominican Republic and Hawaii, Nick is back home, ready to soak up the summer with, more urine adventures. They're prepping for a full-on urine shower, aiming to get their tan on with their liquid regimen. The reveal coming up is a total doozy.
All right, here we go. I spent a couple years not living here with my family. I did a lot of traveling. I lived in the Dominican Republic for a year. I lived in Hawaii for a little bit, Nicaragua a little bit, and now I'm home for the summer this year. Right now, we're about to take a pee shower.
You've got to hear this. The parental units are mortified, grappling with the social fallout of their son's unconventional hydration habits. Nick, unfazed, shrugs off the stairs and whispers, championing his choice to live life on his own wild terms. Brace yourself. It only gets weirder from here.
It feels amazing. It's refreshing, and it just feels really good on my skin.
Ugh, come on, Nick. Drinking urine is not the most accepted thing out there, so it is a little embarrassing as his parents. You know, when people find out, oh, you know, your kid drinks urine, it's like, it's different.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We have 2 other kids, we have all these friends, we have this life.
Seriously, check this out. During a panic attack in Aruba, Nick turned to urine drinking on a friend's advice and bam, instant relief. This pivotal sip turned into a full-blown passion, and soon after, Aubrey was sharing his enthusiasm. Literally. They're about to up the ante in the next clip.
And the solution that he presented to me was to drink my urine. And I was skeptical. I asked him like 3 or 4 times, and he continued to just repeat himself like, you gotta do it, bro. Just drink your pee, you gotta do it, bro. So I tried it, I peed in a jar. And as soon as I took like 1 sip...
No way, right? Not only do they drink it, they also snort it. Yep, you read that right. Nick and Aubrey believe snorting urine clears the sinuses like nothing else. Teaching Aubrey to perfect her snorting technique, Nick leads by example in what might be the most bizarre health hack ever. And guess what? It's not over yet.
When you snort your pee, it's like the cheat code. It's like a key that like opens it up and lets everything just come right out. You'd be surprised how much gunk comes out of your nose.
It's true.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm getting the drainage.
Yeah. When people tell me they can't get past the mental aspect of snorting it, I say, stay stuffy.
Can you believe this level of thriftiness? Melody Rose introduces herself and her family's extreme saving strategies. She proudly declares that avoiding spending even $1 is preferable for them. By sharing 1 tub of water a day among all family members, they save significantly on water and electricity, demonstrating a high level of thriftiness that defines their lifestyle. If you thought this was the peak of frugality, just wait until you see what's next.
All right, go find your dad. If I can get something for free, I'd rather do that any time than shelling out $1. My family and I are so cheap that we all share 1 tub of water a day. We don't have cooties. We're never that dirty. It just makes sense to use the same water. I'm Melody Rose, and I'm a hillbilly cheapskate.
My wife is always working at trying to save money and shrink our budget.
Did that just happen? Melody dives into how she rations shampoo and body wash for her family, stretching the life of these products to last over 6 months. She reveals her alternative to buying toilet paper by using free newspapers, which they later burn after use, highlighting her unconventional methods to cut costs on everyday necessities. Buckle up, because the next part might just top this.
I ration our shampoo and body wash. I just pour that much in there. Oh, that's enough for a month. We run out, everybody's out of luck, so everybody's really good about rationing.
How far would you go to save $1? She shares another cost-saving trick by insulating a window with newspapers to aid with heating and cooling. Melody showcases her reluctance to use electricity unnecessarily, demonstrating how she uses a lantern instead of electric lights to keep the bills low, reflecting her dedication to extreme cost saving. And you won't believe what she has up her sleeve next.
I've insulated this window with newspapers, keeps the light out, helps with heating and cooling, and saves me if I'm on the toilet and I need something, all I gotta do is lift this window and there's me some more toilet paper.
We try to keep our electric bill as low as possible by making sure the lights are not being used.
We do have electricity. See, it's on. That's it. I'm not gonna waste any more. We have electricity in this house.
This is surely something you don't see every day. Melody tackles laundry in a unique, cost-effective manner. She and her husband wash clothes by hand outdoors, saving about $2,000 that would have been spent on a washing machine. This activity doubles as a bonding experience for the family, emphasizing their collective effort in maintaining their frugal lifestyle. But hold on, the show's not over yet.
We just want the smells and the dirt out.
Looks like I got all the soap out of it.
Squeeze out the red one. The red one's clean.
Bring it out again.
Why don't you give me another shirt in here? He's better than a ringer washer. He has the muscles and the strength to do it, and he always does it with a smile on his face, no matter what I ask him to do. It smells good. That's what I like about it. We've been doing this at least 3 years. It's something we enjoy doing as a family.
Is this even real? She explains her inventive approach to replacing a broken freezer by burying it in the ground to keep food cool naturally. This method costs nothing to run and keeps food fresh, demonstrating her resourcefulness and commitment to avoiding unnecessary expenses. You'll be shocked to see what's up next.
Chest freezer that went out, and instead of just throwing them away, we come up with the idea of burying it in the ground.
We got some eggs. This here is some home butchered pig. Apple pie moonshine.
The great thing about this refrigerator, it doesn't cost a dime to run this. You get 100 degrees outside, and if this is in the sun, that's not good. You have to keep it in the shade. But the ground keeps it at about 55 degrees inside. The meat, well, we'll keep it in there no more than a week.
Could you imagine going to these lengths? One of the most extreme measures Melody describes is her approach to dental care, where she talks about removing her own teeth with a chisel and hammer to avoid medical costs. This moment underscores the lengths she is willing to go to maintain her low-cost lifestyle, despite the potential risks involved. The next segment is just as jaw-dropping.
Thing I ever did to save on medical costs or any kind of costs like that is I remove my own teeth. If I have a cavity, I just take a little chisel and a hammer and I sit there and chip it and chip it and chip it until I can knock it out. Every once in a while I've been known to take it and whack it really hard. You get knocked out for a minute, you come to and you finish.
Think it can't get crazier? Think again. As her daughter and her family plan a visit, Melody prepares to host 5 additional people without increasing her household expenses. She sets up a tent for herself and her husband to sleep in, allowing her daughter's family to use the house. This plan highlights her strategic thinking in managing resources while accommodating guests. But wait, there's even more extreme thriftiness ahead.
My daughter called and she's coming to stay for 2 weeks.
That's 5 more people using our electricity, 5 more people using our water, 5 more mouths to feed. I've got to use the same amount that I always do. I do have 2 other bedrooms, but I am not willing to use that part of my house.
Are you ready for this twist? Melody discusses the differences between her lifestyle and her daughter's more wasteful city living. She prepares for the visit by setting up an outdoor bath heated with boiled water, avoiding the use of the electric water heater. This preparation reflects her commitment to her cost-saving ways, even when hosting guests. Brace yourself for what's coming next.
Boy after grandma's own heart, using your baby as a guinea pig. Guinea pig, we gotta try that sometime.
Thanks, it sounds kind of good.
I highly doubt my parents will ever change their cheapskate ways now that they've adapted to it.
I don't think there's a limit at all to how far I'll go to save money.